everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button. It's free, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I would just like to mention that if the video is a little bit too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, right next to it, there's the CC letters for closed caption. You can turn that on, and you can read all the stitch that I'm calling down here. By pausing the video, take notes, will make it easier for you. Now, normally when I upload the videos, it takes about an hour for YouTube to search all my words that I'm saying, so it can appear on the closed captions. So don't panic if you don't see right away the closed captions, because the video has just been launched. It will show up in about a half an hour to an hour after the upload. I also would like to mention that if you have extra yarn, extra thread, and you'd like to help the women in need, we highly appreciate it and being very, very grateful for it. Thank you for the ones I already have helped and are still helping. If you'd like to donate, right below the video, there's a little bag of $. You can donate whatever amount you'd like. Nobody's asking for millions. Anything helps. It adds up at the end. You can also go into the description box. My PayPal account is there. You can donate through there if you'd like also. Please always give a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. It does help the video to circulate and also to be recognized worldwide. I gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's one way to help me out and to help to continue to create these beautiful pieces. Also share on your Facebook public. It costs nothing. Everything is free. There's no charge of anything. So please help out to grow the channel. I do have a Facebook group, private group. If you have a profile, you're more than welcome to request to be a member. It's free, of course, and we'll approve you. You must have a profile. Be careful with the links that you go into the groups that says cut and bit. These are fraud scammers that go through your phones, your computers, and take every information of yours. Do not open up those links. There's a lot of hackers in the groups now. That's why I made sure that my group is private. I want to thank every single one of you from the start being with me, and thank you so much for the newcomers. It costs nothing to subscribe, so please do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Everything will be listed always in the description box for every pattern that I create, the sizes, the thread that I use, which is Portugal thread. They're 100% cotton thread, 4-ply, which is similar to Aunt Lydia. Number 3, which number 3 Aunt Lydia is just a little bit thicker than my thread, not by much, but a little bit. I usually use a hook 3 or 3.5, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. So thank you, everybody. Any other questions, suggestions, please feel free to comment. You can always get a hold of me if your intentions are to give some thread or yarn away. There's my email below the description box. There's my Facebook page that you can follow also, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my TikTok. So there's so many ways you can message me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hug every single one of you, and much blessings to all of you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone. So I've been requested again to do Christmas color for placemat, for decoration for Christmas table, for, you know, the supper, the invites, and so on. I have done quite a few already on my channel, but, you know, I guess people always like to see the different effect of different patterns and how it looks like. So we're going to start that one today. Another placement that I'll be using into the Christmas colors. Some green, some gold, and so on. 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal thread. They're similar to Aunt Lydia number 3, a little bit thinner. 3.5 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. It helps to circulate. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps to grow the channel. And please share. Let's, you know, help each other over here. Let it, you know, the channel grow, and we're one big family, and I'm grateful to all of you. And sharing is caring. And thank you so much for the people that have commented quite a lot and giving me all your support. I am so grateful to all of you. I send you much love, much hugs. And thank you for your super thanks donation to myself and for the ones that have helped already, the women in need of thread. And for the ones that haven't yet and are considering, please do so. They are in desperate need for it. And we're grateful for anything that you can help. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is the magic circle. For some of you that are still having a hard time with it, then you can do a chain 5. I'm going to do chain 3. That's for my first double crochet inside of this magic circle. So chain 3 plus another 11 double crochets. So this is row 1. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. I've done my 12 double crochets. I'm going to come on my third chain and I'm going to close it up. Now make sure when you close any row for that matter, any pattern that you're working on, you grab the 2 chains right in the center and you close these 2 chains up. And don't just grab back loop because then you're going to leave a big hole, a big space, okay? So we're going to do again chain 3 for double crochet, and in between the double crochet from the previous row, first row, we're doing 2 double crochets inside of this space, 1 on top of the double crochet and 2 in the next space between the 2 double crochets, 1 on top of double crochet and then 2 inside of the space here between the 2, not on the double crochet, between the 2 and then 1 on top of the double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. So row 3, I'm going to come back in the same space and create a single and chain 2. This is another double crochet, okay, or equal a double crochet. And I've done it this way because I didn't want to have the gap of 3 lines going up, showing too much. So chain 2. I'm going to skip a space, go into the next one, and do 2 double crochets, 1 per space. Chain 2, skip a space into the next one, and continue this way all the way around. So groups of 2 double crochet, 1 per space, skip a space, 2 chain, double crochet, 2 chain, skip a space, and so on. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, going into row 4. Again, I'm going to come in the same one and do a single and 2 chain. This will equal a double crochet. Next space, 2 together. So we're having an increase on the second double crochet by putting 2 together. Inside of the space, 2 double crochets on top of the double crochet from the previous row, 1 on the second one, 2 together. Inside of the space, 2 double crochet, 1 on the first double crochet, 2 together on the second double crochet. So this is our increase. 2 on the last one, 2 inside of the space, 1 alone, 2 together, 2 inside of the space. I'll meet you at the end. So we finished doing row 4, going into row 5. I'm going to come in to the same space and do a single, chain 2 into the next space, double crochet, chain 2. I'm going to skip a space. We're repeating the same thing as we did on row 3 and then doing the groups of 2 again. Chain 2, skip a space into the next one, into the next one, chain 2, skip a space into the next one, and again. So at the end we're supposed to have 20 spaces of these little squares here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So going into row 6, we are going to repeat again what we did here on this row. So single to chain. We're going to do an increase on the second double crochet again. So we're doing 2 together and then 2 inside of the space, 1 alone, 2 together. So it's just a repeat. 2 inside of the space, 1 double crochet alone, and 2 double crochets together. I'll meet you at the end. Going into row 7, so I'm going to come in again, do a single to chain. We're going to create those groups again. So I have my first double crochet, my second, chain 2. Now the difference here is we're skipping 2 spaces this time into the next one and creating those 2 double crochets, 1 per space, chain 2, skip 1, 2 into the next one, chain 2, skip 1, 2 into the third one, double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, skip 1, 2 into the third one, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. Okay, everyone, so we finished row 7. We're going into row 8. Now, row 8, we need to make an adjustment because we have 25 squares here, but we need to make an adjustment on this row 8 in order to fit properly row 9. So we must, okay, first of all, let's do this properly. So back into the same one, single, and 2 chain. That equals a double crochet. Only on my first one here, I'm doing 1 double crochet because I need to cut 1 double crochet out. So I'm not increasing on this one here, but all the other ones will have the increase. Okay, so double crochet and then 2 together here on the end. On the second double crochet, 2 inside of the space, and then 1 alone, 2 together. So basically, the only one I didn't do an increase was the very first one because I don't want to forget. I could have done it here at the end, just put 1, 1, or you could do it if you want to, but you might forget. So that's why I wanted to do it right from the beginning. We needed to cut 1 out in order to have the right amount for the next row. Okay, so 1 alone, 2 inside of the space, 1 alone, 2 together, 2 inside of the space, 1 alone, 2 together. And we're going to proceed the same way until the end, then close up. So the only one that does not have an increase is the first one here. Okay, you guys, going into the 9th row. So again, we are going to come in the same space with a single, chain 2. Next space, we're doing the increase. Two together. What am I doing? Sorry, I was getting distracted there for a second. We're doing the groups, chain 2. So you're doing the first single, 2 chains, next space, 1 double crochet. And I think I skipped here 1, and that's good that I've noticed that because then we'd have a problem. Or did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know. There's some days just like that, right? Chain 2, skip 1, 2 into the third one. And we're going to create those groups again, 1 per space. Chain 2, skip 1, 2 into the third one, and create. That's why it's always good to look ahead of the video. 1, 2, and into the third one. We're going to proceed this way all the way around, like that, creating the groups of 2 skip two spades and 2 chain space, okay? Skip 2 double crochet, create 2 double crochet, 1 per space. You're supposed to have 31 squares at the end. Okay, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, going into row 10. Now, row 10 has to be pair numbers, okay? So you got to make sure that you have pair, or you have to do an adjustment to either increase, depending how much you're missing. So let's say you're supposed to have like 100 or 102, 104, 106. You have to have pair numbers. So I'm going to do the increase here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it will be only one that will not have the increase. But I will count my double crochets. So 2 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet, and 2 together. I'm going to continue mine, and I'm going to see, oh, and before I forget, so here I had to make an adjustment. We needed 31 and I had only 30. So what I did was I skipped, I put 2 together, skipped still the same, and I put 2 together on the same space in order to get my 31 squares, okay? So you can do that. It doesn't change anything on the pattern. I almost forgot that part. So 2 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet, and another one on the same space as an increase. Now do yours. Now I'm getting to the end. If you need to do only 1 and no increase in order to have an even number, then that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to continue mine, and then I'm going to count and see if I'm even. If not, I'll make sure that I become even. Okay? Okay, you guys, so I'm on my last one. I had done mine, and I came up with 155. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to leave 1, no increase, and I'm going to continue to do my 2. So this way I'll have 154 double crochet, so we can have even numbers. Okay, now people that are using the Aunt Lydia number 3, you're going to have the perfect size for placemat, because Aunt Lydia is a little bit thicker, so obviously it becomes bigger. Because my thread is a little bit thinner, so everything else becomes smaller. So I'm going to leave it at that. But if I was making a set for myself or for an order, I would have made it bigger, because my thread is a little bit thinner. So, you know, you want that that placemat to be large enough to fit the plate, right? Okay, you guys. Normally, I would have came in with the gold, but I won't have enough gold to finish up this tutorial. I did try it, but didn't have enough, so I'm gonna have to come in with white. I'm gonna come in, let's say anywhere, it doesn't matter, but on my first double crochet there, and I'm going to come in with a single and do 1 chain, okay? And then I'm going to try to hide this little thread here before it gets annoying. Okay, so 1 chain. I'm gonna do 1, 2. On my third one, I'm going to do a double crochet. So my single 1 chain is like a double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2 for double crochet, and 2 more for space. I'm going to come in where I've closed them off, and I'm going to close. We're going to make little X's, okay? You'll see it better once I do a couple more. So now I'm going to turn twice, so that's 3 on my hook. I'm coming in the same one, taking out 2. I'm going to skip 1, 2. On my third one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. So I have my X almost done. Chain 2, I'm going to come where I've closed it off over here, right in the center, and do my double crochet. So now I have my second X done. I'm going to turn twice again. Going to have 3 on my hook, come into the same one, take out 2. I'm going to count 1, 2 on my third one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and my last 2. Chain 2, come right in the center here between them, and do your double crochet. So now I have my 3 X's. Last time, turn twice on your hook, take out 1, skip 1, 2 on my third one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and my last 2. Chain 2, come right in the center here, and do my double crochet. So we're going to create these X's all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, before we go any further, I had made a mistake of the count of the green. I'm going to mention, because I already had recorded it, and it's too much to take down now, but I decided to record this just to warn you guys not to make that mistake as you go up. I will write it in letters on the little recording that I did of the green here of the double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Your 12 row right after the X's. The X's, they absolutely have to be 50 X's. So make sure you do have 50 X's. Now on the green, when we start off, you'll see it right after I finish this recording talking. You'll see that I mentioned 4 double crochets 3 times and 1 of 3 double crochets, and then 4 double crochets 3 times and then 1 of 3 double crochets, and you're supposed to get a total of 180. That's not correct. I made a mistake and I kept taking it down. I couldn't figure it out. And that's usually what happens when you're creating something. Sometimes mistakes are happening. I'm far away from being perfect, so I apologize for that. But it's good that I'm warning you now. Once you're going to go into that, which is right after this video of me talking, you're going to do 4 double crochets per space inside of the X, okay? And not 3 groups of 4, 1 of 3. 4 double crochets each space of the X. You will get a total of 200 double crochets and not 180, okay? We need the 200 double crochets, so it's 4 groups of 4 double crochet all the way around, okay? And then once you get to this, the chains here, okay, you will have to start off doing the 6 chain, which that's okay. I mean, everything else seems to be okay. 6 chain, and skip 1, 2, 3, 4, go into your 5th. Next chain, 5 chain. So it's always 1 chain of 6, 1 chain of 5, 1 chain of 6, 1 chain of 5. So the chain of 6, you go into the 5th. The chain of 5, you go into your 4th. The chain of 6, you go into your 5th. The chain of 5, you go into your 4th. Chain of 6, you skip 4, you go into your 5th. Chain of 5, you skip 3, you go into your 4th. Okay, so you can get the right amount. Now I'm just going to count how many loops I have here. You have to have exactly the same amount of loops or you're not going to work out the motive at the end. Just give me a second to count the loops. So you have to have 44 chain loops, okay? Make sure you do have 44 chain loops. If you do the 50 X's and the 4 double crochet per X per space here, you should not have any problems. You should have 200 double crochets and 44 loops by doing 6 chains and going to the 5th, 5 chains going to the 4th. Okay, so just wanted to touch base with you on that because the next recording we're going into the the green here. And I made a mistake saying we need to do 3 groups of 4, 1 group of 3, 3 groups of 4, 1 group of 3. That's not it at all. It's 4 double crochets all the way around, never mind the 3 groups of 3. Okay, so we're going into the next step. Okay, you guys, so pretty much came in, did my last one, and came into my second chain there. And close in with slip stitch. Just going to hide my thread here inside because we're going to work inside of these. And of course, by using the gold, it's a complete different look, which normally that's what I would do. But I don't have enough gold to complete it, so we'll just go with the white. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to come in again with the green. Now, you could come in with the red if you like, or you can do like I'm doing, 1 placemat with the green and 1 placemat with the red. That means you would use red here and use red as I'm going to use now the green. You can alternate or mix now. You could use red on this row. I'm going to continue with the green. So inside of the V, we're going to have to make a little adjustment because we are going to need 180 double crochets. So we have to make an adjustment on it. Single 2 chains. We're going to do 4 double crochets inside of the same space. So single 2 chains is 1. I did 2. And then 1 more. Going into the next X there and doing 4 double crochets because we need to make an adjustment in order to have the right amount of double crochets into the next X and double crochet 4 times. Now, this adjustment will be done all the way around. So that means we'll always have 3 groups of 4 and the next one, a group of 3 only. Next, we're going to have 3 groups of 4 double crochet. We're going to have to work it this way. Next, we're going to do 4 double crochet. And next, 4 double crochet. Okay, so 3 groups of 4 double crochet, 1 of 3. 3 groups of 4 double crochet, 1 of 3. We're going to do this all the way around and the same sequence, the same way. So we've done our group of 3. We're going back to the group of 4. So we can have our 180 double crochets at the end. Okay, so now we're going to do the 3 groups of 4 and then 1 of 3. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished doing my 180 double crochet. I'm going up 1 chain and doing a single on the same space. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm coming in my 5th. We'll be having a chain with 6 and a chain with 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then skipping 1, 2, 3. I'm coming in my 4th. So 1 chain will be 6. going into the 5th space. One chain will be 5 going into the 4th space. Now again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and skipping 1, 2, 3, going into my 5th with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, going into my 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skipping 1, 2, 3, 4, going into my 5th. So you'll always have a chain with 6 and skipping 4 space going into the 5th. You'll have a chain with 5 skipping 3 space going into the 4th. So this is my 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, and my 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, skipping 1, 2, 3 into my 4th. Okay, so I'll meet you all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my green, and I'm going to come inside of my 6 chain with single and 2 chains. I'm going to do 10 double crochets, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next space, single. Next space, I'm having 2 groups of 4 double crochet, space of 2 chain. So 4 double crochet, 2 chain, and 4 more double crochet. Next space, single. Inside of the next space, 10 double crochet. So we're repeating the same thing. Okay, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're always going to do a group of 10, a single, 2 groups of 4 with 2 chain, single, and a group of 10. And repeat the same thing, single, and again the 2 groups of 4. Two chain space, and again 4 double crochet. Next space, single. So it's just a repeat of exactly the same thing. Group of 10, single, 2 groups of 4, 2 chain, single, group of 10, single, 2 groups of 4, single, 10. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm going into my last row. Slip stitch knot. I'm going to grab the back loop only and do single, back loops only, singles. I'm going to come where I have the green here and do a single right over, and then continue with the back loops again. I'm going to come in the center here and I'm going to do a single, 2, 3, 4, actually 3 chain. I'm going to come in single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have a knot here, 5. I'm going to come back in, try to hide that knot too, single, 1, 2, and 3, come back in, single. I'm going to come and take back loops only, single, single, single. So very simple, nothing to it. I'm going to come directly in the center here and do a single, and then proceed with back loops only. Now this would look absolutely stunning with red or the golds like I told you. So back loops and then single, then continue on. Come inside of the space and do 1, 2, and 3. If you want it to be a little bit longer, you can do a 4 chain, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain on the middle, and then 3 more, 1, 2, and 3. So this is what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I thank every single one of you. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And leave me your comments, your suggestions, and please consider helping the women in need. And thank you for your donations. And thank you for the super thanks for myself. Thank you so much, everybody. I will have it in display once I finish, in the pictures also at the end. Thank you, everyone. Until next time. Bye-bye.